In the last 72 hours, the United Nations reports that more than 250,000 people have been displaced from Syrian towns and villages near Idlib. A local doctor is just back from that war-ravaged city. He sat down with CBS 2's Mike Puccinelli in a story you will only see on 2. Mike?
Jim, he was horrified by what he saw. He traveled to a province that has seen its population triple as 2 million people have fled there in the hopes of escaping the seemingly relentless bombs. At first glance, you might think you're looking at a couple of Chicago kids. But these boys are in Syria, in the middle of what's been called the world's worst humanitarian crisis.
We're talking about a scale of displacement because of the recent bombing by the Russian and Syrian regime that we have not witnessed.
And that's saying a lot, since 500,000 people have already been killed in the 9-year war being waged against Syrian rebels. These 3 kids died today in a Russian airstrike.
This is too much.
Zaher Sahloul's eyes are welling with tears.
One more question.
Because this Chicago doctor is just back from his native Syria and can't get his mind off what he witnessed.
And I don't believe that people pay attention to it.
So to try and bring global attention to the suffering of civilians, he traveled into the war zone last month, where he photographed this soccer stadium turned tent city.
The Syrian regime and Russia have been bombing nonstop.
And one day after these photos were taken, the stadium was bombed. 18 people died, including 6 children. Sahloul says the Russian-backed Syrian regime is openly ignoring the rules of war.
Hospitals are bombed, schools are bombed, neighborhoods are bombed.
12-year-old Alam is among more than 6 million Syrians now displaced within her country.
There is no school. In my village, I used to play with my friends at school. My friends were killed in an airstrike. I survived and came here.
This camp and others like it are now home to 1 million people trying to survive amid the mud. Here, just getting into a tent can be a challenge. Riding a dirt bike is even harder. And collecting and chopping sticks to stave off freezing temperatures can be a matter of life and death.
The children are agonized from the cold.
Still, what Sahloul remembers as he treats patients 6,000 miles away in Chicago isn't the misery of the camp, but the resourcefulness of the young caregivers forced to grow up too soon, and the artistry of children who use mud to paint the beauty in their hearts. Children who, despite deplorable conditions, joined with adults in singing the song of survival and resilience. Now, 12 million Syrians have been displaced since the war began. 6 million are in the country. 6 million more are seeking refuge outside Syria. Sahloul brought $200,000 raised by Med Global to help the displaced. But he says although the money is important, it's really the attention of the world that is needed most. In the newsroom, Mike Puccinelli, CBS 2 News. Jim?
Mike, thank you for that.